what's the boy name who started the hotel? I mean, the free hospital for everybody. Can't think his name. His daughter was that girl. A lot of those dudes in Hollywood, Bing Crosby and all those people, their kids didn't even know that they were on TV because they didn't want to corrupt their kids' minds. And they wasn't even doing the stuff that we seen. I didn't know my father was a celebrity. Danny Thomas. Shout out to Knox. Our ignorance is their entertainment. Exactly. You can. But you know what, Rap Beauty? My sister Rap Beauty just said you can tell a lot about a person. And you can tell a lot. Excuse me. Scroll this back up. You can tell a lot about a person's state of mind and intellect by what they like and post on Facebook. Sometimes you can, because again, Rap Beauty, I don't want to put that person in that total box simply because sometimes you're in a silly mood and you'll like something silly. Sometimes you'll see something and you go, oh, that was crazy. But I would say what I would add to your statement, only I would add to your statement, I agree with it, but what I would add to it, you can tell about a lot about somebody by what they consistently do. Because we all have moments where we look at that foolishness and go, oh, that's crazy. Ha ha, did you see this? But if you're doing it on a regular basis, it might be something wrong with you. It just might be something wrong with you. I'm gonna agree with DJ Rap Beauty. It might be something going on that you need to be laying on the couch talking to somebody with a real nice soft voice. Oh, okay, cool. That's exactly what the sister Rap Beauty said meant. You may need to be talking to somebody, man. I'm just saying, man. If you consistently saying buying into madness, you might have a little madness in you. If you're not kidding, if you're doing this for entertainment purposes, then okay. But if you consistently poisoning the universe, you might be a poison person. You might need to detox from all that madness. I'm just saying. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So, this violence in our community, yeah. Some of it is poor parenting. Some of it is the illicit drugs that our young people are allowed to put into their system, ingest in their system. And it ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little weed every once in a while. Yeah, if you grow it. But if you getting these toxic chemicals and put them in your body, and look at, again, like me and my man Jackson was talking about earlier, if they have drugs, this ain't even me and Jackson. I almost disrespected the elder. Just like the minister Louis Farrakhan said, if there's a drug out there that'll make you psychotic enough to hurt yourself, because we've all seen that. You got bad skin? Well, take this. And if you take this, you might have diarrhea, bad skin. Your hair might fall out. And you might kill yourself. Stop taking it then and see a physician. If there's something out there to make you kill your damn self, you don't think it's something on the weed? I'm just saying, man. See, that's why this cancel culture. I mean, Louis Farrakhan is a cretin, and he don't know what they're talking about. And see, that's what's wrong with him. But you love Joe Biden. You love Bill Clinton. You love Hillary Clinton. But Farrakhan, we got to do away with that old mama. Stop. And if you do think Farrakhan is poisonous, or you don't agree with anything he says, how about talking to Rare Beauty at Rare Beauty's house or on the phone? Or talking to Big Illinois at Big Illinois' house on the phone? Or calling Knox directly and telling them that. And don't put it on social media. Sister, I agree with a bunch of times. I'm not going to say her name because it ain't about slandering anybody. I'm trying to improve our situation. My sister, she says a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. She says about 85-90% of the stuff she posts, I'll be like, yep. And that's probably why when I hit the yep or like or heart or whatever I do, that's probably why I hit stuff on my timeline all the time. Again, the algorithm points me in that direction, and then I just always see my sister post stuff and I go, bam. But our brother Akon, whether you agree with him or not, it's not the point. Whether I agree with him or not, yes, I do. It's not the point. But if we gonna harp on the word, do y'all understand the thing about these fucking death camps? Because our ancestors were not on plantations. That's too kind of a word. Shout out to Dr. Greg Carr, leader of African American Studies at Howard University. That is too polite of a word to use for what we went through. Those were death camps, and we were in bond. Our ancestors were not slaves. They were prisoners of war on death camps, forced to work for the betterment of the city, county, state, and country that we know as the United States of America. Don't you ever forget it. Don't you ever refer to our ancestors as slaves again, please. Thank you in advance. They were not slaves. They were human beings forced into bondage, beat into submission, and stripped of all their humanity. Thank you. Kidnapped and brought here. A plantation is a beautiful place. A death camp is what our ancestors were put on. And if you ran to the left, you ran to another death camp. If you ran to the right, you ran into another death camp. Point blank, period. We're not going to use that terminology anymore because words are power. And we need to start saying things that jar us so we can stop being comfortable with the verbiage that we have. But again, we have to get out of that. So we have to move forward and enhance ourselves versus just being comfortable with these things, man. We have to come up with ways to get rid of this stuff. But back to the point with the brother Louis Farrakhan. If you're not happy with him, let's just have that's an inside conversation. Because guess what? I've done some things in my life that I ain't telling none of y'all about. Only me and the people I did it with gonna know. Now y'all know I fractured the law too. I've brokered a few situations, and we're not gonna talk about that. But y'all don't even need to know all that. So treat African business like you would your innermost thoughts. If you're not African that's on this team pulling in this direction, we don't need to talk about all that. Now, if you're willing to talk on Facebook, you know what I never see on Facebook? Do you know what I never see people complain about? Man, do you know my uncle raped me? As a man, not even a woman. You know I was molested by my cousin. Why y'all? If y'all want to talk, if we airing our dirty laundry, why we don't never do that? Because that would embarrass the hell out of you. Do you know I just smoked a rock? I'm back on that bullshit, man. I'm back on that heroin, man. You'll never see that. Because those are your secrets. So don't talk about the community secrets. Don't air out the community's dirty laundry up until you get the gumption to go, man, I worked all night, just smoked the 8-ball. Nope. Never seen that on, you know what? My light bill a little late, I'm going to sell me a little coochie. Nope. You never see that. So stop airing out our business in public. We're not going to do that anymore, folks. We finna organize, galvanize, empower, and be strong financially. And guess what? What you did last night is not gonna be, don't need to be told. It just don't need to be. But I noticed don't nobody do that though. I never see that on Facebook. You know what? Girl, I need a new pair of shoes. For the dust this old coochie off, sell it. I'm getting them shoes. You never see that. Hey man, you know what, homie? What you probably do, man? I'm finna go over my boyfriend house. What? Nah, you don't see that. And these, these straight guys, that's gay. You don't know. I'm finna go. Hey, you know what? It's this dude. He ride down on me, give me $300-400. I just let him, hook me up. You never see that on Facebook, but that's happening. Everything I just said is happening, but y'all ain't posting that. So don't post nothing about the community and what's wrong with the community. Because there's some stuff wrong with you. Some stuff wrong with all of us. So until you start posting some of your personal get downs, I don't want to hear that no more, man. I don't want to hear that no more. And in closing, I want to talk about the Democratic National Convention. This, I don't have a problem with it, but at the end of the day, it is a dog. Exactly. Don't nobody want to hear it, but you know, hey man, DeLeon, you never see nobody talking about that though. On your show, Tasty Talk, we get wide open and people still get quiet about their personal get down. But them same people go on Facebook and tell everybody else business. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, the Democratic National Convention was this week. And we know it's pomp and circumstance, dog and pony show. We're going to do what you want us to do. Going forward, we need to be taking notes on stuff like this. Because you said you was going to do this. Now we're going to hold your feet to the fire. You need to be looking around, just like you look around your house and, man, I need a new couch. I need a new street on my block. I need my garbage picked up. Chief Rocker say they picking up garbage like garbage is gold out there. You know, like it ain't. I mean, like garbage don't stink. He got garbage piled up in his community. Write that down. And whoever get this job, I'm blowing in their ear. You need to be organized in your community, Chief Rocker, right now. You need to go door to door. And every day, you need to send out a group text every day. Time to call such and such to get this garbage out of the alleys. Because it's stanking up my community. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be organizing because they sold us a whole host of dreams. And we all know that this president, Donald J. Trump, you see, the reason I say his name like that is because I want you to keep hearing it so you can go, damn, Donald, I want you to flinch when you hear his name. So we can get this dude out. But if you don't have a whole lot of faith in Sister Harris and Joe Biden, notice I said that, Sister Harris, Joe Biden, he ain't cool with me. But getting a busted lip is way better than getting a black eye. Busted lip is definitely going to heal. You might walk around with that black eye, the swelling go down, your eye might be black for a while. Especially at my age. 50-year-old dudes, black eyes don't heal. Busted lips heal in 2-3 days. I'm just saying. We need to be listening to what these politicians say and organize and get them to do things. Politicians are managers. And if you at work and you working your ass off with a broke chair and the desk keep tipping and leaning and they get used to tipping, leaning and balancing on that broke chair, why would he get you a new chair? He wouldn't. Exactly. Understand this, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep saying this. Donald Trump has put 90 judges in place. Those are the judges if Africans are disproportionately incarcerated in the United States of America and they're wrongfully convicted, the only way to get our brothers and sisters out of the prison system is to go to the Court of Appeals. And if there is a white nationalist at the Court of Appeals, what's the chances on your brother and your sister getting out? So if he's appointed 180 of these white nationalists, and you're going to give them a chance, as Kim said Wednesday night on the Backyard Podcast, if you're going to give him a chance to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg and put a few hundred more judges, that means when your brothers and your sisters, your cousins, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, and grandchildren are arrested, they will be getting slammed. You know, we know as Big Illinois always says, we know he putting a whole lot of money in the black community that none of us seem to be tripping over. He putting all this money in the black community. We can't find none of it. Got